there are still places on Earth where nature writes the rules. Places where rivers are the highways, where ancient rainforests stretch to the horizon, and where every sunrise brings the possibility of encountering some of the world's most extraordinary wildlife. Welcome to Borneo. The third largest island on our planet, Borneo lies in the heart of Southeast Asia and is shared by three countries: Indonesia, Malaysia, and the small nation of Brunei. Our journey takes us to Sabah, the Malaysian state in the northeast of the island, a destination renowned for its remarkable biodiversity and breathtaking landscapes. Borneo is home to one of the oldest tropical rainforests on Earth, estimated to be around 130 million years old. Far older than the Amazon, these ancient forests continue to shelter thousands of species found nowhere else in the world. Here lives the iconic Bornean orangutan, which we have seen only in the Rehabilitation Centre. The world's smallest bear, the sun bear, also seen in the Conservation Centre. The unusual proboscis monkey with an hilarious appearance due to their long nose. The Bornean pygmy elephant, which is smaller than the common Asian or African elephant, but still a big one. A huge number of macaque monkeys. The saltwater crocodile, which lives solitary. Dazzling hornbills, especially the rhino hornbill that we haven't seen from near distance. And countless other creatures that make this island one of the richest ecosystems on Earth. But Borneo is also a place of contrasts. Alongside its spectacular rainforests lie vast palm oil plantations, a crop that supports millions of livelihoods around the world, while also contributing to the loss and fragmentation of precious wildlife habitat. Across the island, conservationists, local communities, and responsible tourism operators are working to protect what remains of this extraordinary natural heritage. For us, Borneo was much more than a travel destination. It became a journey into one of the planet's last great wildernesses, where every bird call, every river bend, and every quiet moment in the rainforest reminded us how incredible and how fragile our natural world truly is. Join us as we explore the orangutan sanctuaries of Sepilok. Venture deep and speedy into the Kinabatangan rainforest, and meeting amazing people at tens of thousands of miles away from home. And discover why Borneo captured our hearts forever. The flight from Kuala Lumpur to Borneo Sabah takes about 3 hours. Malaysia Airlines and Air Asia are few of the airlines that serve this route. Our hotel arranged a pickup from the airport. The drive takes about 25 minutes. This was our home for the first 2 nights of our Borneo adventure, the beautiful Sepilok Nature Lodge. The resort features numerous lodges nestled within lush tropical rainforest, along with a beautiful open-air restaurant overlooking a tranquil natural pond. Rather than being a luxury resort separated from nature, the lodge feels as though it belongs to the rainforest itself. As you can see, the lodge is huge and spacious. There is AC and a fan above the bed, a fridge and a kettle to prepare tea and instant coffee. The bathroom is enormous as well. Let's go check out the patio. The big patio belongs only to us. There is so much space to hang out and enjoy the sounds of the rainforest. Birds call from above. Insects create an endless chorus beneath the trees, and every gentle breeze reminds you that nature is in constant motion. Stepping into Sepilok feels like entering another world. Wooden walkways wind through lush tropical gardens. The lake reflects the surrounding greenery. The biodiversity surrounding Sepilok is extraordinary. After serving our dinner at the restaurant inside the resort, we are heading to our lodge for the first night here in Sepilok. Surrounded by lush green forest and unique sounds.
In den Bäumen wird das Licht angelassen.
Even without entering deep into the jungle, wildlife is everywhere if you're patient enough to observe or to hear. Every morning begins with the orchestra of the jungle instead of an alarm clock. What to do? Sit on the terrace. Listen. Watch. Breath the fresh air. Simply enjoy. One of the things we loved most was simply slowing down. Travel often becomes a race from one attraction to another, but Sepilok invites you to do the opposite. Sometimes, doing nothing becomes the most memorable activity of all. While sitting at the breakfast table, we've heard some hornbill calls. The breakfast has been served à la carte, and it's basic but delicious and more than sufficient for the warm and humid weather. Located 15 walk minutes away, Rainforest Discovery Centre is one of the best places in Sabah to experience the tropical jungle from above. Unlike a traditional zoo or wildlife park, the Rainforest Discovery Centre offers something much more authentic. Here, nature follows its own rules. There are no guarantees, no feeding times, and no fences. Entry costs only 30 Malaysian ringgit for international visitors, making it a fantastic addition to any itinerary in Sandakan. The highlight of the center is undoubtedly its incredible canopy walkway. Stretching high above the forest floor, this series of elevated bridges allows visitors to experience the rainforest from an entirely different perspective. Instead of looking up at the towering tropical trees, you're walking among their crowns, surrounded by endless shades of green. Here you go, we've spotted a black squirrel. The Rainforest Discovery Centre is also famous among birdwatchers from around the world. From time to time, small information boards along the trails introduce the incredible wildlife that calls this rainforest home, giving visitors a glimpse into the rich biodiversity hidden among the trees. The views are spectacular. From the platforms, the rainforest stretches as far as the eye can see, creating a sea of emerald leaves gently moving with the wind. As we continue our walk, we discover one of the rainforest's most fascinating residents, the Asian giant honeybee, Apis dorsata. These remarkable insects are the largest honeybees in the world and build their enormous exposed hives high in the canopy, often on towering mangaris trees. On the day of our visit, luck wasn't on our side when it came to wildlife. Perhaps the greatest lesson the rainforest teaches is patience. Nature doesn't perform on command. As you walk quietly across the suspended bridges, all you hear is nature. Only a few minutes' walk from the lodge are two of Sabah's most important conservation centers. The first is the Sepilok Orangutan Rehabilitation Centre, founded in 1964 as the world's first rehabilitation center dedicated to orphaned and injured orangutans. Many of these remarkable animals have lost their mothers because of illegal hunting or the destruction of their forest habitat. Every day, the Rehabilitation Center holds 2 feeding sessions, giving visitors a unique opportunity to observe orangutans from a relatively close distance. While sightings are never guaranteed, as these are free-ranging animals, the feeding platforms often attract individuals returning from the surrounding rainforest for a supplementary meal. Without human intervention, many of these orphans would never survive. Because we were not lucky enough to see the orangutans, we've returned next day for the morning feeding. The parking lots were practically full of tourists' buses. And the first to join the feast are the long-tailed macaques. These cheeky and highly intelligent monkeys are among the most common animals you'll encounter in Borneo. No matter how tempting it may be to reach out or feed them, never do so. These are wild animals that can bite, scratch, or snatch food and belongings in an instant. The best way to enjoy their playful behavior is from a safe and respectful distance. And suddenly, the orangutans came out. The goal of the center isn't to keep orangutans in captivity. Instead, dedicated veterinarians, biologists, and wildlife experts prepare them to return to the rainforest, where they truly belong. The feeding sessions simply provide supplementary food, while the orangutans learn to survive independently in the surrounding rainforest. When you look into an orangutan's eyes, it's impossible not to notice how much we have in common. They share nearly 97% of our DNA, use tools, solve problems, and display remarkable emotional intelligence. Their name comes from the Malay words orangutan, meaning person of the forest. Some of the orangutans become completely independent. Others continue visiting the feeding platforms while gradually adapting to life in the wild. Today, around 60 to 80 rehabilitated orangutans live freely within the surrounding Kabili Sepilok Forest Reserve, while approximately 25 young or orphaned orangutans are still being cared for in the nursery as they learn the skills they need to survive on their own. We will see this nursery later in the video. Unlike monkeys, orangutans have incredibly long, powerful arms that can stretch over 2 meters from fingertip to fingertip. They spend almost their entire lives high in the rainforest canopy, moving carefully from tree to tree and rarely coming down to the ground. Orangutans usually live solitary lives. Adult males occupy large territories, while females live with their young. Orangutans are highly intelligent animals, capable of solving problems and even using tools. In the wild, they use sticks to reach insects or honey and large leaves as umbrellas during tropical rainstorms. Every evening, an orangutan builds a brand new nest high in the trees using branches and leaves, creating a safe place to sleep for the night. Sadly, these gentle giants are critically endangered. The greatest threats to their survival are habitat loss caused by deforestation, particularly for palm oil plantations, illegal hunting, and the pet trade. Every orangutan successfully returned to the wild represents another step toward protecting one of Borneo's most iconic and extraordinary species. The bond between a mother and her baby is one of the strongest in the animal kingdom. They are among the most devoted mothers in the animal kingdom. Young orangutans stay with their mothers for 7 to 9 years, learning everything they need to survive, from finding food and building nests to recognizing dangers in the rainforest. Adult males usually live solitary lives, while females remain close to the areas where they were raised, often with their own offspring. Watching a mother gently care for her baby is a beautiful reminder that love, patience, and family are not uniquely human. They are deeply rooted in nature. Visiting the orangutans was an unforgettable experience. Seeing these incredible animals up close in their natural rainforest environment was truly a dream come true. Just across the road lies another conservation success story, Bornean Sun Bear Conservation Centre. Sun bears are the smallest bear species in the world, measuring only 1.2 to 1.5 meters in length and weighing 20 to 70 kilograms. It gets its name from the golden or cream-colored horseshoe-shaped patch on its chest, which resembles a rising or setting sun. Sun bears have an incredibly long tongue, up to 25 centimeters, perfect for licking honey from beehives and extracting insects from tree cavities. This is why they are also known as the honey bear. We were lucky enough to see one, but the bear was taking a nap at noon. The center currently cares for more than 40 rescued sun bears that were kept illegally as pets or in poor captive conditions. They are excellent climbers and spend much of their lives in the trees. Females usually give birth to a single cub, which stays with its mother for around 2 years to learn survival skills. Leaving the centers and returning to the lodge, we found ourselves appreciating the rainforest even more. Protecting wildlife isn't simply about saving individual animals. It's about preserving entire ecosystems so future generations can experience the same natural wonders that we are privileged to witness today. During our last night at the lodge, a powerful tropical rain began to pour. Tomorrow we would travel deeper into the wilderness, following the legendary Kinabatangan River in search of Borneo's extraordinary wildlife. I need to show you a few of the dishes and drinks we've had at the lodge. Delicious and optically very appealing. Early in the morning, we packed our bags, said goodbye to the peaceful surroundings of Sepilok Nature Lodge, and set off towards the Kinabatangan River, one of the most famous wildlife destinations in Southeast Asia. The journey takes around 2.5 hours by road, followed by a 10 minutes boat trip to the accommodation. We had finally reached the Kinabatangan River. Borneo Jungle Adventure offers thoughtfully designed packages that include accommodation, all meals, guided outdoor activities, and transfers to and from the lodge to the airport or city of Sandakan. We were picked up directly from the Sepilok Lodge. Here starts our jungle adventure for the next 3 days.
Welcome to the jungle.
As soon as we arrived at Borneo Jungle Adventure, we immediately felt welcomed. This would be our home for the next 3 days. It felt like arriving at a family home. The team greeted us with warm smiles and genuine hospitality that made us feel comfortable from the very first moment. Our room was simple, spacious, clean, and perfectly suited for a rainforest adventure. An ensuite bathroom was included. Every meal was freshly prepared, generous, and full of authentic Malaysian flavors. Even the uninvited macaque was eagerly waiting for food opportunities. There was always something different to try, from fragrant curries and stir-fried vegetables to delicious chicken, fish, shrimps, and fresh fruits. Apart from the unexpected macaque, we have spotted a varan crawling outside in the backyard. It's amazing how rich is the wildlife out here. And suddenly another surprise, a black squirrel on that tree. After the lunch, we packed ourselves up to go into the deep of the jungle. One jungle trekking is included in the package. The centipede looks fascinating, but I'm afraid of it.
What?
Walking through the jungle is a completely different experience from observing it by boat. At times, there's no trail at all. You make your way through dense vegetation. It isn't a strenuous hike, but it certainly feels like a real jungle adventure. Say hello to Mark, our tour guide.
When they're hunting, when they lose, they try to hit this to communicate, to find to each other. Okay. Like a rescue. Oh,
Yeah.
Sometimes this proposes.
When entering the rainforest, it's important to come well prepared. Wear long sleeves, long trousers, and long socks, apply a good mosquito repellent, and make use of the knee-high rubber boots provided by the lodge. They're ideal for navigating muddy trails and offer extra protection against leeches.
Rufus back, dwarf kingfisher, one of the smallest and the most colorful.
Yes. Yeah.
The trekking tour took about 45 minutes, and it will be followed by the boat cruise. Soon it was time for what we had been dreaming about for months, our first river safari. Our guides found out that ahead there are some interesting animals to watch. First of the Borneo's big five is here, the pygmy elephant.
According to the information we have, this is from the big herds, which comprise more than 50. But the others inside there, only one that we can see from here.
Even the guests from the nearby lodges along the Kinabatangan River have gathered to watch this nature spectacle.
That is medium egret. That is also one of the most common stork.
It doesn't take long, and we meet the second member of the Borneo's Big Five, although not a big one.
Wow, good eye. Yeah.
David, 6 years, yeah? But the mother could be behind. Actually, this crocodile, they live solitary. Okay. So from the baby, they start to hunting like
Macaques are everywhere. A hornbill flies over our boat, but he's hiding behind the branches. One of the most iconic animals of Borneo is the remarkable proboscis monkey, found nowhere else on Earth. With their unmistakable large noses, pot bellies, and reddish-brown fur, they might look a little comical, but these fascinating primates are perfectly adapted to life in the rainforest. The males are the true showstoppers. Their oversized noses can grow to more than 10 centimeters long. Scientists believe these impressive noses help attract females and even amplify the males' calls, making them sound deeper and more powerful across the forest. Proboscis monkeys spend most of their lives high in the trees along rivers, mangroves, and swamp forests. That's why a boat cruise on the Kinabatangan River is one of the best ways to observe them in the wild. After 2 unforgettable hours, our first river safari comes to an end, leaving us with an incredible list of amazing and, for us, truly unusual wildlife. We were even lucky enough to spot a civet, one of Borneo's secretive nocturnal residents. Civet cats aren't actually cats. They belong to the family Viveridae and are more closely related to mongooses than to domestic cats.
Civet, Malayan civet. Yeah. Especially when they take picture, not this one, yeah. This is one.
Oh.
Look at the teeth. Yeah. They have very strong snout, yeah.
In the evening, we decided to join the optional night river cruise. If the daytime river feels peaceful, the nighttime rainforest feels mysterious. Sleeping birds rested quietly among the branches.
1 feet. Just don't touch the branch.
A stunning kingfisher appears in the glow of our spotlight.
Wow. Wow.
Although the bright light temporarily dazzles the bird, it remains alert, sensing every movement of the branches around it.
We have 12 kingfisher. Wow. Just met one. There's 11 more. But you have to look from underneath here, yeah? Find from this angle, yeah? You see me, yeah?
Nobody at home.
Several crocodiles reflected bright red eyes as they floated silently near the shore.
Great.
It takes 3 days and 3 nights to release the bed.
Great.
Enter the head. Pancake flash.
Oh, they broke up. Wonderful.
They can see us. Gerak. Okay.
The elephant.
This is from the small herd. Probably around 15, 16 like that. Remember when we did the jungle trekking?
Yeah.
We are here.
Here?
That's actually the trail inside here.
Okay.
The
We were in the nearby
jungle
of the
trek when
elephant.
was hopping, yeah?
Morning from Borneo.
As mist drifted above the water and the first rays of sunlight illuminated the rainforest, the jungle slowly awakened around us. Sometimes every bend reveals another surprise. Stretching over 560 kilometers, Kinabatangan is Sabah's longest river and one of the richest ecosystems in all of Asia. Its floodplains, oxbow lakes, and rainforest support an astonishing diversity of wildlife, making it one of the best places in the world to observe animals in their natural habitat. Protected forests now act as vital wildlife corridors, connecting isolated habitats and allowing animals to move safely between them. Nature decides what you will see, and that unpredictability makes every sighting feel incredibly special. We proudly supported Borneo Jungle Adventure's tree planting initiative, helping restore a tiny piece of the rainforest and contributing to the future of this extraordinary jungle.
Around
2026. Yay! We are going to plant a tree.
We can
Which one? This one is great. It's
Okay.
yes, it's a great place. Yeah, yeah.
Little one, good.
Yeah, little one.
Hold it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
nice. Little one. Let's one. Okay.
Look.
Okay.
Okay. With the shovel right now. Yay!
Over there.
This is our tree in Borneo. Thank you, terima kasih.
Nice. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. This is our tree in Borneo, middle in the jungle.
And once again, we were welcomed by a delicious buffet of traditional home-cooked dishes, prepared with so much love and care. I promise I'll be sharing a few of these wonderful recipes with you very soon. And again, the curious macaque. And the already known varan. Let's enjoy the sounds of the jungle in the afternoon. Time to relax. Feel free to explore the area at your own pace. Just avoid the jungle unless you're with a team member. For safety, solo visits aren't allowed. We're going to take a nap and prepare for the afternoon boat cruise at 4 p.m. And again, the proboscis monkeys. Despite their unusual appearance, they are incredibly agile. They can leap several meters between branches and are among the best swimmers of all primates. Their diet mainly consists of young leaves, unripe fruits, seeds, and flowers. Their specialized stomach contains bacteria that help digest tough plant material, similar to the digestive system of cows. Proboscis monkeys live in family groups led by a dominant male, while young bachelor males often form their own groups until they're strong enough to compete for a family of their own. No two cruises were ever the same. Although we haven't seen all the big animals, all the big five of Borneo during our Kinabatangan River cruises, the last days were one of a kind. They were part of the adventure. Sometimes wildlife leaves behind clues instead of appearances. But, wait! Wow. Look how Kinabatangan decided to say goodbye to us. At the end of our last morning cruise, just before leaving, we've discovered this herd of elephants. They were probably 30 or more. Young elephants, teenagers, and adults all gathered along the shore to eat grass, drink water, and just relax. What a view! What an amazing experience! Although Bornean pygmy elephants are the smallest elephant subspecies in Asia, adult males can still weigh up to around 3,000 kilograms. Despite their gentle reputation, they deserve plenty of space and respect. One of the most fascinating residents of Borneo is the male Bornean pygmy elephant. During certain periods of the year, especially when looking for mates, adult males enter a natural state called must. You might notice dark, oily streaks running down the sides of their faces. This comes from special temporal glands located between the eyes and the ears. During must, these glands produce a strong-smelling, oily secretion rich in chemical signals. At the same time, testosterone levels can rise dramatically, making males more competitive and sometimes more unpredictable. That's why guides always keep a respectful distance when they spot a bull in must. Back to the lodge to prepare for leaving. And finally, as we drove back to the pickup point, a small herd of Bornean pygmy elephants emerged quietly from the bushes.
That's gonna be your highlight. Oh, that's
A big one.
Adult, yeah, female. That's a female. It's huge.
Almost as if they had come to say goodbye. It felt like nature's own farewell. Borneo had given us something far more valuable than beautiful photographs. From our guide Mark, who shared his knowledge with endless enthusiasm, to the boat captain who never stopped searching for animals, to the wonderful kitchen team who prepared delicious meals every day, everyone welcomed us as friends and family. A special shout out to our new friends from Italy, united by the same passion for travel, adventure, and discovering the world's most incredible places. Leaving the river was far more difficult than arriving. Part of our hearts would remain here, drifting quietly with the current of the Kinabatangan, waiting for the day we return. Places where nature continues to thrive, where conservation offers hope, and where every traveler has the opportunity to help protect one of the most extraordinary ecosystems on our planet. The transfer to the airport took 2.5 hours along palm oil plantations.